Hi everybody, welcome back to my videos or vlog or whatever. Today I'm going to be doing sort of a mix of a review slash first impressions kind of tutorial sort of thing. I wasn't intending to do a tutorial with these, but I was thinking about what kind of look I could do with them, and you'll see in a minute that there's blue and red, and I was like, you know what's coming up? The 4th of July. The 4th of July is coming up. If you're American, you know what that is. If you're not, red, white, blue. It's a thing. All of these products are from the Face Shop, which is a cosmetic brand here in South Korea. I'm in South Korea, if you didn't know. And I stopped into one the other day, and they had a new collection out. Well, new to me. I hadn't been in there for about a month. I'm supposed to not be buying any makeup. Wink. So I was trying to be good. But as soon as I saw the packaging, which I'll show you in a second, I knew I was sunk because it combines two of my favorite things, packaging and like merchandise for fandoms that I'm a part of. So this one happens to be Marvel. It's a Marvel collection, as in Marvel, you know, superhero movies. They mostly just stuck to 4 different heroes. There's Iron Man, Spider-Man, which was an interesting choice, but alright. So Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, and Black Widow. Cool, props to you guys. First of all, they had these little trendy, it's called trendy nail duos. And as you can see, that's exactly what they are. So each one comes with 2 little baby nail polishes. Ooh. There is Iron Man. Iron Man has like a red and then kind of a greenish yellow glitter. And then here is Spider-Man, who has a deep blue with a kind of yellow-green glitter, but it also has kind of a pinky shift to it. Here is Thor, who is the only light-colored one out of the 4. He has kind of a champagne-y gold color, and then over top, the glitter is sort of more heavy on the pink glitter. And last up is Black Widow, who, as you can probably guess, comes with a black nail polish, and her glitter is very kind of oranges and red tones. So anyway, and just look at that packaging. Like, the pictures are super cool, and the rest of it has this kind of like black and gray web mesh kind of thing going on. I was just, I was totally suckered in. I did try those out. You guys can see my terrible nail art here, sort of. My camera probably won't focus in on that, but on this hand, I mostly use the Spider-Man one. That one's just the glitter. And then on this hand, I mostly use the Iron Man one. Uh-oh. My cat found a fly, so if she like leaps across the camera, you know why. They look terrible because I can never wait long enough for nail polish to dry, so I slept on them and now they're all wonky. But when I put the nail polish on, I was pleasantly surprised. They're both so tiny, but when I bought them, they were originally about 6,000 won, which is somewhere around, you know, $6. And they were on sale for half off for members, so I got them each for like $3, and $3 means each one was about $1.50, and so them being so tiny isn't really like, and I have so many nail polishes, I know I'm not gonna like finish this anytime soon, so. But yeah, but the nail polish was pretty opaque. I mostly just did 1 coat. I'm kind of lazy. I could have probably done 2 if I wanted like a super nice finish, but I was gonna put a bunch of stuff on top of them anyway, so. Anyway, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with those, and the glitter colors so far seem to be pretty nicely matching. So, sorry to spend so long on those, but I bought like 4 of them, so I guess it was a lot. Next, this was the thing that I first saw in the store that made me go like, wait a minute, is this, which is one of the infamous like cushion foundation things. The packaging is just blue with that kind of webbing prints. It's really nice. I really like it. And it's even kind of like, I don't know if you can see, but it's like textured. like when you feel it, it's textured, which is pretty sweet. Anti-darkening cushion, and this is in the color V203, which is apricot, oh, natural beige. Okay, natural beige. This was the darker of the two colors. And you'll probably hear me mention multiple times about how most stores in Korea only sell like 2 different colors of foundation or cushions or whatever. And it's like super really pale or slightly less pale but still really pale. So, and here I just took it out, so it still has like a plastic film on top of it, but here is the cushion. Look at that, that is so cool. Oh, I'm such a sucker for packaging, but this is so cool. Although I find it really interesting that they used like Captain America's shield design on it, but Captain America wasn't any of the characters that, I'm gonna take this off. I hate protective things. Like, I like the idea, but I don't leave them on because then it just looks messy. There we go. Shing, 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 shing. And that will be dirty almost immediately. Okay, so let's go ahead and like take a look inside. Yep, there's a fingerprint. So you open it up, looks like this. Hello everyone. Ooh, infinity. Here's the little puff. And then pop this open. It has a courtesy safety cover on the front. And when you pull that up, you'll have the product. So there's that. I bought 4 more things, one of which was not actually part of the collection, so don't worry about that. Here are 2 of the 4 eyeliner colors. I got Iron Man Red, and Spider-Man Blue. That seemed to be the theme of the whole collection. There were 2 more. There was obviously Black Widow, who was black, and Thor was like a, you know, like a bronzy color. But I already have a bunch of those too, so I thought red would be kind of nice, and blue, and then I was like, oh, I could do a 4th of July makeup tutorial looky thing. So that's kind of why I got these 2. Let's see. I mean, look at the packaging is so freaking cool. Like, I wish that there was any reason for me to keep keep packaging, you know. Here, I'll just show you what one looks like really quick because I'm going to use them in a minute, so you'll get to see them then. But, okay, so the packaging is mostly like black, sleek black. Ooh, the lid is actually really, it's textured too with that same kind of mesh print. That's really neat. And it comes with a built-in sharpener. So there's the sharpener at the bottom. So pretty cool. And the last thing I bought from the collection is this 2-in-1 curling mascara in just the basic Black Widow color. There she is, looking so fierce. I bet she's wearing some of this mascara. And again, now this mascara, it's my first time trying this. I've never tried this mascara from Face Shop before. And it's a 2-in-1, like it says, 2-in-1 mascara. And it's really neat. So here it is, and they added the mesh design on there, and it's a marble on the bottom, so you can tell it's part of the collection. But it's a 2-in-1, so the top wand is right here. And you can see it's this little tiny baby wand. And that's for like bottom lashes or inner lashes or, you know, whatever. Can't see my face. But then right here, you twist off for the big one. And I think, at least as far as I can possibly tell, I love that sound. There it is. It's not huge, but I like how it's kind of straight. But as far as I can tell, the small wand is like inside the big wand, and it's really bizarre. I don't know how it works. It's really cool though. So this will be my first time ever using this mascara, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. The last thing I bought from the Face Shop, again, not part of the collection, but I just wanted to try it, were these Wild Savages. That's literally what it says. Instead of Wild Savages, it's like Savages. Anyway, these eyelashes, which just look kind of, I don't know, I thought they looked kind of comic-y and cool, so I think I'm going to try them out in this look. I'm terrible at lashes, so I will probably not do that on camera. Nobody needs to see me fighting with fake lashes for like 20 minutes. Okay, so just a note, there were also some colored mascaras in the collection. There's a brown, red, and blue. Yes, colored mascara. I decided to skip on that because I didn't think I would use it, although it was really cool, and I might still go back and buy one of the colors because I like to spend money. But there were also 2 eyeshadow palettes. One was in red colors and one was in blue colors, but I swatched them and none of them were really doing anything for me, so I passed on those because I was already spending way too much money. So now that we've seen all the products, I am going to go ahead and do a 4th of July inspired makeup look. I know that 4th of July is in like 4 days, and this weekend is probably when everyone will be doing like parties and fireworks and stuff, but if you see this last minute tutorial, maybe it can still give you some inspiration. So, see you in a second. I broke my glasses today, and I don't know how, but look at this. Yep, that's broken. So I'm gonna have to, sometime this weekend, go buy new glasses. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna do any kind of a primer, mostly because these kind of like cushions are supposed to be like a one-step sort of deal. It's for like on the go, easy, breezy, beautiful. Wait, no, don't finish that. Copyright. But okay, so I'm gonna try this. Thank God it's got a mirror. So, just like so. We'll see. I tried to match my color as best I could, but they don't really have my color, so this is probably either gonna probably still look a little pale. I don't know. Okay, and you just boom. Well, it's got a lot of products so far, so that's pretty good. Let's get started. It's actually pretty dark and kind of yellowy. Let's see how it is when it gets blended out. Okay, so I did about half of my face. This half, hopefully you can tell. Just so you could kind of see the difference between the two. This one's definitely kind of has a shinier look and more airbrushed, and this one you can still see I've got my redness and my little, I don't know, whatever these are on my face. Actually, two of these aren't me. They're from the headphones I use at work, which are kind of peeling off. And anyway, the point is, not finished, finished. It looks kind of weirdly dark to me, but I'm wondering if that's just because I'm so used to using colors that are too light for me that I'm just not used to what my color is anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other side of the face. Okay, and there is the finished cushion look. Now I'm definitely gonna have to set this with powder. One, because I just prefer the powdered look to this kind of wet, dewy look, although Koreans really seem to like that. And also because, like, especially in the crease of my eye, it's a super creamy and like kind of wet formula, and so it's creasing a bit. I think I've got it tamped down, sort of, but I'm definitely gonna powder it anyway, just for my own peace of mind. As for this, I like it. I think it's good. It's definitely buildable. For instance, when I just went through and did a quick over, you could still really see this little guy and a couple little guys over here. I just took, oh, and on my nose. So I just took a little bit more, popped it on top, and I mean, they're basically gone. If I wasn't like super up close here pointing them out, you know, at a quick glance, you wouldn't really be able to tell. Alright, I'm going to really quick powder my face over with my Skin Food Peach Sake Pore Packed, and I'll be right back. And there we go, nice and mattified with only a smidge of cat hair. Like I said, the Korean cushion and foundation things tend to be meant to have sort of a dewy finish. I like more of a matte finish personally, And also, I touch my face entirely too much for the product to still be sort of slipping and sliding around. Alright, now that we've got the canvas all prepped and primed, I am going to go ahead and start working on my look. Okay, so again, because of the weird lighting situation, I'm not sure how much you can see, but I went ahead and just did a really basic kind of matte, mostly matte, some shimmer at the brow bone, neutral eye. I just used the Naked palette by Urban Decay and just a little bit of deepening on the outer corner. This is going to be a look that mostly focuses on the eyeliner, so you don't want to do too much on the eyes, although, hey, you do you. Alright, so the liners we're going to be using today are two of the ones I just got and a different one from Urban Decay, which is a silver, and it's called Cuff. Here, I'll try to do a little swatch for you. There you go. That's what color it is. It's a nice color though, whatever color it is. And then the other color is Spider-Man. This is the blue. There you go. And this is a very dark blue. It's kind of like a blackened blue. It's more like a black with blue sparkle in it. So let's see. Actually, it doesn't come out too bad on camera, but as you can see, like when the light hits it, it's blue. When it doesn't, it looks kind of black. So if you have more true blue or true red or even a true white liner, you could probably do the same look and it would be more properly 4th of July themed. But I was just trying to go off of a basic theme but also use these two new eyeliners that I got, so bear with me. Sorry, this is not 100% Merca, but we'll make do. Alright, so what we're going to do, I think, one, because it's supposed to be red, white, and blue, and two, because the blue is sort of a black and it's the darkest of the three, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the black blue along the lash line, and then I'm just going to put the silver right over top of it, and then the red right over top of that. And the point is that the liner is supposed to be the star of the show, so don't be too afraid of getting a really thick eyeliner. I mean, don't go ham, but it can be a little bit thicker than your usual eyeliner because that's the whole effect. And if you're like me and you have slightly hooded eyes, you might want to go up a little higher anyway, just so that some portion of it can be seen when your eyes are open. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a try. So I might just do one eye and then, you know, fix the other one off camera. I don't profess to be amazing at this, okay? So right off the bat, this is pretty creamy. It's a pretty nice formula. It doesn't require a lot of tugging or pulling on your eye. Although again, that also means it's not very forgiving. Like if you touch it on your face, that's where it's gonna go. So be ready. And go ahead and try to get this as close to the lash line as you can. You want to cover up all that skin. You can tightline, but I don't like, I basically can't tightline. I can't get eyeliner on that upper lid area. Alright, and you are going to go ahead and take it out in a wing. How big of a wing? Up to you. But again, try not to go crazy. Alright, so there's the blue line. Sorry, my cat's coming up here. So there's the blue liner. You can kind of, oh god. This is what happens when you film anything with a cat nearby. Alright, so there you go. It actually looks really nice, I think. Again, from far away, I'm not 100% sure you would know that this is blue, but it's okay. Alright, moving on to the silver. Again, Cuff by Urban Decay. I like Urban Decay eyeliners. It's a really good formula. At least I've never had any problems with them. And I'm just going to go right ahead and go over top of the blue, not on top of it, literally a line over top of the blue. Alright, let's see. Okay, I am noticing a little bit of transfer from the blue. It's definitely there. So you might want to give it a little bit longer to dry than I did. It's not too bad. I think I can cover it up, but I'm going to give it a second and let it dry. Okay, I think the blue took a long time to dry, but I think it's finally gotten there. And by a long time, I mean it's been, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Which is, in eyeliner terms, kind of a long time. I mean, if you're sitting there doing. So I just took a minute out to do some blush and some highlighter, so it's not too bad. And I obviously did my other eye, so actually maybe it's been longer than 5 minutes. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We got the blue and the white, and we just need the red. The blood of our enemies, or actually, whatever that is. There it is. And again, so we have blue, we've got silver, so you're just gonna pop the red right on top. Alright, and there you go. You want to be careful, you don't want the red to transfer too much into the silver, and especially depending on where your eye crease is, that could be a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my eye dry again for a minute or two. You might need to go back into the inner corner and fix things up a little bit as you deem, you know, if you think you do. I think overall, like, it was really hard because I'm not used to putting eyeliner that far up, so my technique is a little wonky, but I'm not mad at it. And you can definitely see where if you had used like a brighter blue, like that would just scream America right there. And even, I'm not going to use them because I don't really have time and I'm not going anywhere, so. But if you have some like little star decals or something, you could totally stick those in for the stars and it would look great, so. Alright, so there you go. To finish it up and make it a little more dramatic, I am going to add the blue to the bottom. I think I'm just going to do a solid color so it'll match up with the top. Give me one sec. And there you go. So as you can see, it's just a little bit, you know, darker. The blue is a little bit stronger. And you can also add a pop of that silver to the inner corner. I put a little bit of a light color in there, but I'm just going to kind of amp it up a little bit. I even did it a little pointed and angular just to make it pop even more. And there you go. The kind of patriotic flaggy bit is finished. So I have 2 more products to try out from what I bought. So next up is mascara before I try to put on those godforsaken false eyelashes. So I'm going to use both sides. I'm going to start off with the big one to do my upper lashes, and then I'm going to use the slim one to do the lower lashes. And there's the wand again. Actually, probably help if I curled them first. I hate these curlers, and I have no idea how, considering how much stuff I buy, I have yet to buy another pair of eyelash curlers, considering I really just don't like these. Yeah, they pinch my eyes, and every time I have to use them I remember, and I'm like, oh, I should have bought, you know, different curlers, and then I forget until the next time. Okay, there we go, all curled up. So now I'm going to try out the mascara. I don't know if I would say that they look particularly more curly or not. It's alright. It's not bad mascara though. Okay. Yeah, I don't know like that this mascara is like my favorite thing or anything, but you know, I'm not mad at it. Alright, I'm going to take out the little tiny brush and do my bottom lashes. Okay, here we are so far with mascara and all of the eye stuff done. The only thing to add now are the false eyelashes, in case you forgot. Here's what they look like. I am totally going to do this off camera though, because I mean it'll take 50 billion years if I try to film myself doing these, so wish me luck. Whew, that was an ordeal. It took me like 15 minutes and I had to take one pair off like twice. And even now, I wouldn't say that they're comfortably staying on my eyes. Yeah, they're pretty much jabbing my inner corners on both sides. So the only thing you can do is practice. I've come to that conclusion. Is like, I mean, it feels weird, and I'm sure it's just because I'm not used to them. And it's like anytime, like the first time you put on acrylic nails or something, you're just like, why are my eyelids so heavy? But I mean, in terms of like the actual design of the eyelashes, I really like them. I think they're really fun and kind of, you know, spiky and dramatic. And I think they go well with this look and like the whole Marvel theme. If it only weren't for my accursed hooded eyes, so that the fact that when I open my eyes, you can't really see anything. But when they're closed, they look pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. And there you have it. A really fun, not too difficult, sort of 4th of July makeup look. Now I finished mine up, it's not on my teeth, good. Now I finished mine up with a very bold red lip because, I mean, red, white, and blue just seems like a good excuse to do a red lip. But obviously you can do whatever you're comfortable with. You can do a nice pink, neutral, nude. If you're feeling bold, you can do some kind of a silver or blue lip. Or, I mean, if you're into like lip art, do red, white, and blue. I mean, go for it. Although to be fair, if you're gonna do that on the lips, why would you do that on the eyes? But I mean, whatever. Again, you do you. And my hair is green right now, so it doesn't match the color scheme. But yeah, so I would have to say that the red didn't seem to go anywhere. It's still pretty much where I put it, which albeit was kind of a sloppy application, but the blue did kind of transfer a bit. I don't know if that's just because it went on the bottom, and so when I blinked it was just kind of going everywhere, or what, but just be careful if you do buy this and want to use it. You're gonna have to let it dry a little bit. Otherwise, I really liked both of these. I think that they're pretty solid and they're fun colors. Like, they're not anything I had in my collection previously. The mascara, it's fine. I don't think it was super expensive. I mean, for mascara, it definitely was not like super duper drugstore. It wasn't like $7, it was like 15 or something like that. But it's definitely not high end, so it was fine for me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to retract a couple of my statements. This cushion foundation is not my favorite thing that I've ever used. You can't really see in the camera, but like, it's kind of highlighting a bunch of these little bumps, which I honestly don't know if they were there before or if they're from this. But also, it's kind of really trying to settle in my forehead lines and my laugh lines. I kind of smoothed them out, but it was creasing up there like crazy. I have other cushions that definitely don't do that, so I'm gonna have to say that in the giant scheme of things, this Face Shop cushion is not my favorite. Which one is it? It's one of their, yeah, anti-darkening. They might be, you know, different or whatever, but this one at least, eh. And last but not least, the nail polishes. I think if you're someone who likes different nail polish colors and you like glitter and you like Marvel, I mean, why not? Just go for it. I can't wait to try out the other two colors once these ones disappear. I'm definitely serving up some America vibes right now, which is pretty weird because I don't normally do that. But yeah, so there you go. Thanks for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!